Hello, welcome to another video review on BuyMeAnIPhone.com. Today's video review is sponsored by Reporter.com, makers of iPhone and cell phone cases. I'm Omar C, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a product from Kensington, and it's going to be the Kensington LiquidAUX Deluxe for the iPhone and iPod as well. So this is basically the product right here. And I'm going to show you close-ups of this, and I'm also going to show you this product installed in an actual vehicle and how it works as far as all the different features and such of it. So that's it for here. Let me switch to my other camera and show you some close-ups of it right here. So here we have the LiquidAUX Deluxe from Kensington. And so this is basically the cradle part right here with that. Comes with an extension right here for your auxiliary in. It's on the bottom here. And it's like a really nice braided wire. Not cheap at all, it's really nice quality. That's the extension. Here's the actual remote that hooks onto the steering wheel. Very nice, very smooth. It doesn't get in the way at all whenever it's on the steering wheel. It kind of goes around the steering wheel really well. Really nice, classy looking, and it also pops out whenever, if you want to switch the sides at the you put this on the steering wheel. If you want to swap it the other way, you can pop this piece out and pop it in like that, and now you have it for both sides, so you can swap it off on your steering wheel as well. So it's really nice looking. If I had a really nice car like a BMW or Mercedes, I don't think I'd feel bad about having this on my car at all. It looks real classy and nice little aluminum accents, so real smooth looking. So let's go ahead and talk about the LiquidAUX, the major piece right here. Now, most of this, or basically the majority of this, is made of plastic. It's not the most toughest, highest quality plastic I've seen, but it's good enough for your vehicle. It doesn't need to be that rugged or tough. It's not going to be something you'd be taking out constantly a lot. So as you can see, we got the swivel here. This is the gooseneck right here, which can bend and adjust to like different positions. You got your plug right here, also your charger indicating that you know that it is being charged. Obviously, the auxiliary out comes out for the bottom here, and this auxiliary out is working with the dock connector on the bottom. It's not like nothing you have to plug into the top headphone of your iPhone. It's actually using the connector on the bottom, so the sound quality is really good, and I'll show you that more. I'd show you this in the car. So the overall quality is pretty nice. Now the functionality of this, I did have one issue as far as one of the things that this is supposed to do. Now, let me show you in the back here. See this little gray button right here? Now this is what you use, because obviously this is made for to be used with all the different iPods, so it has to be fully adjustable. So as you see these arms right here, when you press this gray button, they pop out to the sides like that. Now they actually both work this time, but sometimes I had some issues where when I closed both of them and I pressed the button, only one of them would pop out, and I would have to kind of force to pull the other one out really hard. And I guess just the mechanics inside, I'm not sure why it would get stuck like that, but it would do that sometimes. So that's probably the biggest issue I had as far as the functionality of this. And one of the things to keep in mind too as well, I actually didn't realize this till later when I was looking at the manual. But let me show you here. Let me put my iPhone in here. So when I plug in my iPhone, so you put the iPhone in, right? And so that fits pretty nice, and you pinch the sides to keep that in place. But the thing to keep in mind too is that when you look at it from on top, there's a big gap between the back of the iPhone and the back of this piece. And that's because if you want to use this with an iPod, the iPod's obviously thicker, so it needs to have that room. Well, Kensington came up with this really cool way. Let me take out the iPhone so I can show you. Kensington came up with this really cool idea. If you see this back circle right here, it actually turns, and as you turn it, that back piece moves forward. So you don't have to worry about putting your iPhone on there and perhaps maybe pushing it too far back and messing up with the connector on the bottom, because this actually comes out all the way, and that way you can rest your iPhone against the back of it. Obviously I did too much. If you loosen up a little bit, and then you can push it as far back as you need to, and now you squeeze the sides, and now it's in place, and you get a good angle of it there. So there it is. So now it's flush up against the back, and you don't have to worry about bending it too far on the bottom to mess up the connector right there. So that's that, and that works really well. Now, when I was actually using this in my vehicle, my friend's vehicle, I should say, I noticed that whenever you do plug this into a port, the iPhone's kind of heavy when it's on here. And the thing I noticed is that whenever you need to position this in certain ways, sometimes when it comes to rotating like this, like if the plug was like this, and you have to rotate the iPhone, it doesn't want to stay in place sometimes because of the weight of the iPhone. It causes it to kind of just roll and back and push, you know, with the weight of the iPhone. It won't. It's not. Basically, what I'm saying is this pivot point right here is not stiff enough to hold it to the iPhone in place. If you're really trying to find a really comfortable position to do that in, and you know, depending on the vehicle that you have, that might even be an issue. With my Nissan, I could just plug it straight like that, and this kind of rests on the bottom of the middle console, and it wasn't really an issue. But some cars have it to where this is free floating, and you want to keep this angled up like that. It's not always going to stay there. The way the iPhone is going to pull it down like that. So I think if they did something to maybe make this joint more tension to where it wouldn't be so loose, it might be a better thing there. Still, like I said, depending on what kind of vehicle it has, it could be an issue, it could be a non-issue whatsoever. But the overall quality of the product is really nice. Let me go ahead and show you in the vehicle how this actually works and the audio quality of it, and I'll show you that right now. Alright guys, we're inside the vehicle right now. So let me show you how basically this hooks up. And so I have this plugged in right here. Let me pull this out so you can see it. Pretty hardcore. So basically you have the cigarette lighter here, then plugs. I have a cigarette lighter here and one inside here, obviously. I can't reach all the way in there to plug this in, so plug it right here into the base. Right there. Lights up. Charging. So I have the other end of the auxiliary in right here plugged into my extension cord, which goes all the way into the auxiliary in here in the back panel. Set it to auxiliary. So here's the iPhone right here. And I can start using my remote control over here, as you see right here. Let's pause. There it goes. So I'm listening to AC/DC. I can use the remote to switch the songs. A little aha. So this is a really cool functioning feature that it has, because having the wireless, obviously makes it really accessible. It's almost just like having the on steering wheel controls from when you listen to your iPhone. So I can skip forward, I can skip back, I can pause and play. I can even do a shuffle. Press the shuffle and it'll shuffle to any song on my playlist. So that's basically it. So obviously what this does is it's charging my iPhone right now while being plugged into the car. It's acting as a holster, and also it's letting me use the auxiliary in. And the best part about it is that the auxiliary out of the iPhone is actually coming from the bottom, the dock connector, not from the headphone jack, which would be, it might be poor quality if it was out top of here, but it's being used out of the bottom dock connector. So audio quality is really good. It sounds really decent and pretty nice. So that's the LiquidAUX Deluxe from Kensington for your iPhone and your iPod. So besides some of the shortcomings that I mentioned, as far as the pivot point and maybe sometimes the side arms not always working consistently, I still recommend this product. It's a really nice product. $99.99 is what it retails for, which is a little expensive, but considering what you're getting what you're getting for that amount, I think it's a pretty good deal. You're getting a holster, you're getting a charger, you're getting an auxiliary, a high quality auxiliary in it, and you're getting a remote control for your vehicle. So with all those things, I definitely would still recommend this product to anyone that is looking for all those types of things in one product. And Kensington has a really good track record of making really good high quality products for iPods and now iPhones. So this definitely does it justice. Kensington, that is. So thanks for watching today's review. Keep stopping by buymeaniphone.com. I'm Omar C, and thanks for watching.